So here's a story that comes out of Letcher County, Kentucky. Here's a post office from Roxana, Kentucky. 41848. This is an article by WEKU Chris Begley. So you have this prison that's going to be built in Letcher County. Of course, Letcher County is that famous county where you had Mickey Stines. You had the sheriff who had shot the judge, and that trial is still pending. I haven't heard any breaking new developments. Now, it's quite interesting that this corrupt county, because the judge was running a kind of brothel. They're doing a pay-to-play kind of thing. They're doing some sort of bribery thing. They were sitting there to allow the women to ease their punishment, especially the ones that were on ankle monitor program, to ease their punishment as long as they would get their dick sucked. So that's Letcher County. Mickey Stines is that sheriff that had shot the judge, so this is the same county. In the same county of Letcher County. I guess I'll just kind of read a couple of these paragraphs here. But you have an indigenous-led group, the Appalachian Rekindling Project, and it purchased a tract of land on the same side of the proposed federal prison in Letcher County. So they were trying to get the prison in there. And then Hal Rogers had supported the project, but he didn't make a comment about this. But in an earlier statement emailed to other media outlets, Hal Rogers suggested that this came as no surprise as some residents opposed the prison from day one. There's many reasons why you wouldn't want a federal prison in your backyard. If you got a corrupt judge, that's sitting there getting sex favors in order to ease the inmate's time in jail. He's going to have a prison now in his backyard. If you have a prison in your backyard, what happens if you're going to be bringing criminals there? To Letcher County was just a poor bumpkin, a poor yokel. You're just going to go to Eastern Kentucky, in a poor part of Eastern Kentucky, and set up a prison? So this is impressive. This is amazing. In order to stop the prison development in Letcher County, you had an indigenous-led group, the Appalachian Rekindling Project, that went ahead and bought the land. And they said not only are they going to say no to the prison, they're actually going to do something positive with the area. They say they have a multi-phase plan to restore the land in a variety of ways related to traditional indigenous knowledge systems. So they're going to restore the land. They're going to rehabilitate the land. Not only would it help to thwart the efforts of the prison, but it would also be an alternative choice for the property, said Mitch Whitaker. So Tiffany, who is the co-executive director of the organization, didn't want her last name mentioned, so all we know of her is just Tiffany. So there you go. There are some good stories out there. There are good people who are stopping fascism. I saw a couple things. Elon Musk had posted like this big-ass prison. He's also developing these robots. Man, the vision, this fascist vision that they are envisioning is disgusting. They're going to turn this into a prison plantation. They're going to try to stuff as many people as they can into prison. And all in the name of profits. I just don't see how long this can... We already have more prisons in every other country, and we have more people in prison than every other country. We point to China and said they got human rights abuses, and yet we got more prisons than they do. And we have more people in prison than they do. They're also working on prisons in, was it El Salvador or Guatemala? This fascism is getting out of control.